Hi, I'm Fred Strauss, and I want to welcome you to Ertley KIA.
Hey everybody, Corey Mosley here. We're talking 2014 KIA Forte. And I'm talking to Tom Auercade, one of the sales specialists here at Ertley KIA in Moosic, Pennsylvania. Tom, thanks for joining me today.
My pleasure, Corey.
Thank you. So we've got the 2014 KIA Forte. Now, is this redesigned or where is this in the brand?
This is totally redesigned for 2014, the Forte. The Forte fits in between the Rio and the Optima. A little bit bigger than the Rio, a little bit smaller than the Optima. Fantastic fuel economy. Still gives you great interior space, however.
So now we're talking, we're looking at the EX model. So this is about $20,390, the sticker we have. Now, is that the most common equipment, or where does that fit in the lineup for Fortes?
This is the most common that we see, the EX, okay? There is an LX model that's below it. We see very few of those. Has a little bit smaller engine, a multi-port fuel injection engine rather than the gasoline direct injection system. So a little less horsepower, a lot of the same features. The EX gives you some more standard features. It gives you the UVO system. It gives you power outside mirrors, which are automatic, which lets you, when you lock your doors,
okay.
Right, if you parked in a tight spot, if you're going through a car wash, something like that. Nice thing about them, when you come up to the car and you unlock your car, your mirrors fold right back out into position for you.
This is one of the most popular in the KIA lineup, yes?
Absolutely it is, yes.
Okay, awesome. So let's take a look. Let's kind of go to the front. I know there's some engine stuff. You were talking about the direct injection. So let's talk a little bit about that as well.
Okay.
So now I know with the engines and the whole deal, you know, they've really gone to this kind of maintenance-free kind of thing. The Kias have this big warranty. They're known for their warranties, right?
That's right. You have a 5-year, 60,000-mile comprehensive warranty on the vehicle, which covers virtually everything other than your normal maintenance and upkeep, like your oil and filter changes, and it doesn't cover your wear and tear items like wiper blades, brake pads, things like that. The powertrain, which in the Forte would be your engine, your transmission, and your front-wheel drive system, are covered for 10 years or 100,000 miles.
That's the big 10-year, 100,000 mile deal.
That's the big 10-year, 100,000 miles.
Because it's expensive to replace engines.
It is.
Right, sure.
And what a lot of people don't realize is, along with that 5-year, 60,000 mile comprehensive warranty, KIA includes 5-year, 60,000 miles, 24-hour-a-day roadside assistance for the customer.
So now you talk about direct injection. Now, I mean, obviously that may not be exciting to a lot of people, direct injection, but that obviously means it's something different than how potentially other cars work. Can you make it layman's for us and kind of, what does that mean?
What it does is, rather than have an injector on top, which brings the fuel into the cylinders through the valves, the gasoline is directly injected into the engine. What it does is, from an environmental standpoint, it reduces your emissions because it gives you a more complete burn. The complete burn gives you better fuel economy and also maximizes your horsepower. So it's probably the most fuel efficient engine out on the market today.
So you bring up a good point. You talk about fuel efficiency. What are we talking about in a vehicle like this?
A vehicle like this, you're talking 36 miles a gallon on the highway, 28 miles a gallon in the city.
Okay.
Not unusual. I actually own a Forte myself. I average about 33 combined with mine.
Now see, that's a real, now you got a real believer here in Tom. He's owning the product, driving the product, and selling the product. That's actually really important, because a lot of people don't know that, you know, you want to be fully immersed in your brand.
Well, then I'll tell you that my daughter came in a week ago and leased one of these. I leased it to her. She traded in that Soul over there, as a matter of fact.
Okay. A lot of Kias in the family.
A lot of Kias in the family.
So coming around, you know, people are always concerned about safety, stuff like that. You know, I'm sure we have the standard fare, the side door guard beams, the airbags.
Right.
We can count on all that stuff.
The crumple zones, which let your engine, in the event of a front impact, your engine goes down rather than back into the passenger compartment to protect the passengers. 4-wheel anti-lock disc brakes on the Kia.
And is that standard?
That's standard equipment on the car. Right.
Now, space-wise, we said this is the mid-size category, or what?
This falls in line A little bit bigger than the Rio and a little bit smaller than the Optima.
Now I can't convince you to jump in the trunk, can I?
You cannot. No,
okay.
No.
Okay.
20 years ago you could, but I might break something now.
So standard stuff, it looks like the fold downs.
You got the 60-40 split fold down rear seats. If you need that extra length, you have a real good amount of trunk space here. You can fit a lot of luggage in there.
Now I saw something that was interesting. Is this the internal release? Is that what this is?
No,
or?
what this is here is this just allows you to shut the trunk.
Oh, okay. Oh.
Without getting fingerprints all over your nice finish.
Or having to go up like I'm carrying something.
Exactly.
And then, I'm seeing something staring at me there. So that's backup camera?
That's the backup camera.
Okay. So usually in this price point, you don't see, usually you have to spend a lot more money to start getting features like that.
You usually do. That's exactly right. But the Forte, from a value perspective, is an excellent choice for a vehicle. That gives you a lot of car for $20,000.
Yeah, it definitely looks that way. Let's take a look at the inside.
Okay.
Okay, so we're inside 2014 Forte. I'm talking with Tom Auercade here, Ertley KIA, ertleykia.com, Moosic, Pennsylvania. And now we're inside this car, so we're just kind of getting in. We got some couple things going on. Now I see this thing going on. This thing came up, UVO
is what it's called.
Okay, UVO. Okay, I'm still working on getting that thing right. So UVO system.
Right. It's a Microsoft system. UVO actually is short for your voice, because it lets you do everything by voice on your entertainment system. You can change radio stations. You can call up tracks on your CD. If you've got 1,000 songs on your MP3 player, you can push a button, artist, title, track, and that'll come up on your system.
Is that different than voice command?
Not really, no. It's very similar to that.
But there's some other things, though, with UVO.
There are some other things with UVO. What you can do is you have a backup camera that's built right into your screen. Whenever you put the vehicle in reverse, your backup camera is going to come on.
Oh, there it is.
You can see there, and it works exactly like a traffic light. If you're in the green lines, you're good. If you're in your yellow lines, you got to be cautious. And once you're in the red lines, stop.
Normally, you only associate backup cameras with navigation cars.
Right.
So here, you don't have to necessarily have, not everybody needs navigation. A lot of people are using their phone and stuff now. So I can still get this safety feature without necessarily having to spend extra money for navigation if I don't want to.
That's correct.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's correct. And in the 2014, the UVO system also gives you what's called e-services.
Okay.
Okay. E-services provide you with crash notification assist. It lets you call roadside assistance with one touch on the screen or voice command. It also lets you schedule diagnostics on your vehicle if you want to do that. If you're out somewhere, if you have a light for some reason go on the dash, like we're all familiar with the check engine light comes on.
Sure, but there's a lot of other lights that can, I mean, come on, you know.
You can just hit the button. Diagnostics will come on the phone. They can remotely diagnose the condition and tell you whether it's something that you can drive with, whether it's something that needs to go into the dealership, and you can also schedule your service appointments right through the e-services. It's paired up with a smartphone. You pair it with your smartphone. It also has a service called Parking Minder. So if you're Christmas shopping in a big mall, you want to know where your car is, you set your Parking Minder on your e-services in the car. Hit the button on your app. When you come out of the store, you've got the blue dot in the map to lead you right to your vehicle.
That's pretty cool. No more using the horn method, basically.
Exactly.
So everything looks to be pretty laid out. I've got voice, I've got all the stuff kind of here standard, the cruise, the Bluetooth. Now Bluetooth standard on all?
Bluetooth is standard on all the Fortes. Okay, you can pair up to 5 cell phones to each car, so you can make and receive all your calls hands-free. And everything is laid out here on the steering wheel, like you said, which is nice, because when you're considering safety, you can do everything you need to do and never take your hands off the steering wheel. Once you preset your stations on your UVO system here, you have arrows that'll take you through your presets. You can adjust your volume. You can go from AM to FM to Sirius satellite, which again, all the Fortes are equipped with as standard equipment. You can mute the call. And here's something interesting. In addition to your cruise control being up here on your steering wheel, you'll see this little button here.
Right.
Okay. This gives you 3 different steering modes. It gives you normal steering. It gives you sport if you're out in an area where you need to corner and you need sharp steering. And it also gives you a comfort mode. Comfort lets you turn the wheel more easily, parallel parking, something like that. Okay.
Wow, that's definitely something. I mean, you think about that again. One of those features that you normally see on, you know,
exactly. You're thinking
much more
high-end.
expensive
You're thinking,
cars.
you know, Lexus, BMW, things like that. Exactly.
That's
you
pretty
have
amazing.
all that in a $20,000 vehicle here.
That's actually pretty amazing. And transmission-wise, it's
a 6-speed automatic transmission, which means it's very smooth shifting.
That's also unusual in this price point.
Again, 6-speed automatic helps you maximize your fuel economy. You'll notice the plus minus here. It has Sportmatic shifting, which means if you want to shift the vehicle manually, you can do that. What's nice about the Sportmatic is it allows you to start the vehicle in second gear. When slippery conditions on the road, it's always better to start out in second gear if you can, because it creates less wheel spin and gives you better traction. In addition to that, Corey, you'll notice on the left side of the dash there's a button that says Active Eco.
Yes.
Okay. By engaging that Active Eco system, and you'll see your light on now, so it is engaged, what that does is that shifts the transmission out of the lower gears more quickly to help you optimize your fuel economy if you're driving around town and doing a lot of stopping and driving.
Wow. Okay, well that's it. The 2014 Kia Forte here at Ertley Kia, Moosic, Pennsylvania. Tom Auercade. So if you're thinking Forte or any other Kia or a number of their pre-owned vehicles that they have here, Tom Auercade's your guy. So definitely come on down and ask for him. ErtleyKia.com, Moosic, Pennsylvania. Tom, thanks for joining me.
Thank you, Corey. Good to see you.
I appreciate it.